The whiskey bar, El Kiosco, was another thing. Rich people from all over the world came there. Mafiosos, friends of police, so-called birds. It was actually spectacular. Florian was a master of minds. He controlled the whole society, acted like he would be the god himself, moving freely, softly, between the customers, chatting with them, and sometimes getting valuable information without notice. There was plenty of money around. Lady Vivian once said, "You are unbelievable, incredible." "Oh, Jesus only knows," was the answer. There was many possibilities to other business connections. One day he got a call from a chap called Martin. Of course it was not his real name. On top of that, he was wanted by the Scotland Yard because of several robberies. He proposed a meeting next afternoon. There would be also an Irish guy present. When they sat on the terrace of the bar, it came out that they liked to have information about what was the safest way to sell drugs, especially cocaine on the coast. Said Florian. Don't even try it in El Kiosco bar. Why? We thought you have excellent connections and you know every people with money here. Florian got a little bit nervous because it would be a dangerous business. We would pay you good. No, it is out of the question. And besides, the La Guardia Civil police is invited to this bar to have a couple of free drinks anytime. Oh no. Cannot they be bribed? The barkeeper got almost angry to hear this kind of bullshit. I don't take any risks at all. But I advise you to go to Marbella and invite you happily to have your whiskies here. That's my business. Take your friends, all your friends with you, and be happy. Florian had become a brilliant salesman. Then the waitresses Francesca and Paki came to open the bar. Ingleses, they nearly shouted, showing openly that they would not like to see these type of customers. Sharp eye was needed in this kind of job, in this profession. They were trained to recognize suspicious types. There only would be problems with them. Florian bought then some cocaine from Martin, the Englishman. At night time, early in the morning, she was dreaming several times. It went like this. I was dreaming once that I was dreaming about a lady so nice. She stood naked in the stairs and went out sleeping. I was sitting in my stool. But I forgot about that lady and took a young girl. She was so beautiful with her curly hair.
This time you said it all, it's there in black and white. The years of struggle fade in the end, the words felt right. All worries are gone, you've been for so long, and now the rights are wrong. Things suit you well, you hardly can tell, you're another right or wrong. You hid from shadows in the attics of the world, sheltered the truth that grew, and at last your voice was heard. The pen was your sword, you've even been called another right or wrong. Fame
I knew that my thoughts are cloudy. The dream so far away, but true, and their nakedness so touching. There was no difference. The lady was crying in the bed. The young girl only amused, and who could know it better than me? She was with me, child.
I've been spending more time on the yacht. What I wonder what to do now. I'm too young to write philosophical. Money's had a strange effect somehow. Critics looked, loved the book. The plot had such a clever hook. Here I sit as we dine at the country club. I'm wondering what to do now. I could write, but it doesn't seem logical. Money has a strange effect somehow. Critics looked, loved the book. The plot had such a clever hook. I've been spending more time on the yacht. What I wonder what to do now. I'm too young to write philosophical. Money's had a strange effect somehow. Worries have gone. You've been for so long. Another writer on.
Vivian noticed the difference and asked, "What is the matter?" Then Florian answered, "Listen to this. Last morning I was dreaming about your nightmare." How would I say? Vivian's nightmare so big, so frightening, is in front of me very eyes. Me eyes so heavy, me forehead so painful. I was having your dream. I was having all the pain of Vivian's nightmare. I, this time, was pregnant of the evil, and I knew I was. still in the heaven. I was in heaven with Vivian's nightmare, all alone, probably heavily dreaming. But for sure, dear Vivian, I was far, far away. It was all blue, more than blue. It was purple.
You lie in peaceful slumbers, but yet so proud. So safe the second city, houses reach the skyline and far below the narrow streets that sing with the movement of the crowd. No break from daily changes as life goes on. Secure as Frenchman can be, fill your time with love and wine, and in your heart you know as long as you, there will always be a song.
It must be like in the real heaven. You must be crazy, said Vivian. Stop it. I know you're using cocaine. I have my limits. Let me tell you what. What can I say in this troublesome situation? I'm in love with Francisca, and you are so beautiful in a silent way. There are some things in this world that you cannot control. It's hard to explain, but I must be simply again dreaming. Dear Vivian, you must understand me. Oh, said Vivian, that was nice, that was beautiful.
Then on a winter's day, with your face against the cold and rain, in the wind there's changes, the rivers rise, the water grips the town, tears fill her eyes. I'm standing here, which way to go? The crossroads call, but they don't know. Midnight caught inside. I'm standing here, could all be lost. The crossroads call, you stood so
A little song in me head, so clear, so strong, in the middle of the night. Later I feel quite all right, because it's done Just like that. We did it together. El Kiosco, the whiskey bar. Enjoy it. Many things have gone. I know about that. In the end, nothing can be done. Florian, you're amazing. You're like an artist and taking care of the bar. So nicely. No. I'm not an artist. I only have the talent to do some things. I say, summer wine, so clear, so fine. Drinking a lot all afternoon, which we sometimes did. Forget about Francisca, my girlfriend. You're just wine for me. Soon you are mine, only mine, as a friend. This is the famous Love Street, and you are so sweet, like sugar, like candy. I've been dreaming again of this long before. This is finally becoming true. Our adult relationship. That's clear, so fine. You are also mine, and I am yours. The sun is hot, the light getting everywhere. I feel fine while drinking summer wine with you, milady Vivian. It makes me a real man. This summer wine, damn, it makes you shine like the sun. Lovely summer wine, so clear, so fine. Oh, my pretty lady, forget about the girls. You are finally only mine. We are together.
It weaves the strangest picture of silky thread. The shadows cast reflection on as the water's bed. Trees that stand look straight ahead and search for a sight of distant land. This was a winter's day. In your home you found the cold rain. Change the wind to silence. There's not a sound. Silver patterns run and dance upon the ground. I'm standing here. Which way to go? The crossroads call, but they don't know. Midnight calls inside.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, Florian. We are not youngsters, like you said, anymore. Let me go on, milady. I'm like a travelling man, a tramp who's singing a song, the blues. Travelling, dirty, thirsty man. He does what he can out of nothing. The puzzle of life is blurred. This labyrinth of days, just looking for ways to survive in the winding roads, counting the weeks turning quickly into tears and years. There are so many nights ahead to sleep on solid rock, watching closely the moon, the stars, passing the time, hanging in the smoky bars, dust in the air, fog in the sky as time go by. But doesn't he know how?
Standing here could all be lost. The crossroads call. You stood so
How to do it? It isn't fair. This simply isn't fair enough. He is, I mean, myself, all alone. Forgive me. The heart of stone. Stone. Travelling man I am. No loving feeling. And no real emotions. Yes, tough is the counting of seconds. I'm simple, drifting along the streets, walking. It isn't fair. So many years we knew each other. So long time of this life. I'm singing the blues alone, all alone. Traveling guy, but by God, born free. This poor traveling man. Then, in the end, after many, many years, when Florian was wealthy, driving with his Jaguars, and so on, he sat down in an empty room and thought, I was beautiful, but now I'm quite old. Never mind the yachts and the luxury cars. It was a total deformation which happened gradually, step by step. It all was a waste, in vain, what he did. A white room it was indeed, nearly an asylum. There were mirrors all over the place. Florian looked deeply into one of those. He had turned old and ugly, and contrary with the beautiness which he was used to. Totally distorted, Vivian was dead. Only the memory was left behind.
Standing here could all be lost. The crossroads call. You stood so
There was that ugliness. Only the pictures of childhood were left somewhere in Brighton. You never know how life goes. First young and beautiful, then ugly, an old man, more than ugly. Like he in the beginning was said, this is a story of Florian, young man. Many things happened in between. He could not guess where it is leading to. No way. A story doesn't tell what was his end. Probably he went back to England, also to die quietly. But he didn't care about that anymore. Life had been rich, so rich. The storyteller doesn't think of money, but otherwise impressive. He was a young boy, a child, beautiful as a child as well, like the photo shows. Optimistic, smiling as a baby on the table. That was him, anyway. That was Florian.